Hello everyone. Okay, it is July, what day is it? It is July 14th, and in a few days, on July 17th, my daughter Georgia will turn 21 months old. If you've been following me from the beginning, I filmed my whole pregnancy journey with her, as well as after the first year of life. If you see me looking, it's because she's walking around. There she is. I filmed her whole first year of life every month, and then during this second year, I have done a video every 3 months. So now it's time for her 21-month update, as she is almost going to be 22 months on Sunday. So I'm sorry, if you see the screen has kind of like shifted a minute ago, it's because my daughter hit the ring light with her baby stroller. So anyway, while she's otherwise occupied, I am going to attempt to film this. I might get interrupted, whether, I don't know, my husband comes home, it's 5:15, or Georgia needs something. She was fussy before, but she just finished a snack. So hopefully this is okay. Anyway, let's try. So I've tried to divide this update into different sections, keep it in order. And so the first section is the development and skills. So Georgia can now climb up and down the couch, chairs, the toilet, which she did one day 3 times and hasn't done after, which is good. Anyway, some days she is super rambunctious with climbing, and other days she's less so. But I cannot leave her alone on the couch because she loves to run and jump on it. And I don't know, I see a lot of other kids at her age that they sit on the couch really calmly, and she does not. She is like all over the couch and jumping around. I'm always worried she's gonna fall straight off this back part here, because it's really low. Anyway, so that's new fun times. And so in the last month and a half, so really pretty much since we got back, yeah, there's your dolls from Canada, because we went to see my side of the family in April and May. So we went for a month. Her vocabulary has been exploding. So once the jet lag passed, it seemed like that it was kind of continuing in a while, but in kind of like a weird way, where it was like every night, it was like a new routine almost, where she would wake up between 2:30 and 5, like clockwork. And since when we were in Canada, we'd always brought her into our bed just because she had the pack and play, and it was kind of just easier instead of like bending over the pack and play to put her back to sleep. She loves her dolls. It was easier just to bring her into our bed, but we have created a bit of a problem now, because now we're at the point where every night she ends up in our bed at some point. They're very rare are the nights now where she spends the whole night in her bed. So that's actually quite an issue. We had started to solve it a little bit a couple weeks ago when it was like incredibly hot, like 35 to 40 degrees, and her room as well as ours was way too hot. So we had the door open, and Mama. Yeah, I would hear her waking up. So if she was calling out like Mama, like now when she's waking up, I was able to get in there fast enough before she really like properly woke up, you know, kind of pat her back down. If she needed her soother, give her it, but she's capable of getting it herself. It's more like patting herself, patting her, kind of like, okay, hi, you can go back to sleep. And she did really well, and she actually did spend some whole nights in her bed. And since it cooled off again, we started just closing her door so she doesn't hear, you know, if we have to go to the bathroom at night, or if my husband wakes up for work in the morning, she wakes up. But she, therefore, I hear her when she's like fully awake and crying, and therefore then she doesn't want to go back to sleep in her bed. And so we're gonna try tonight and see if this is a bit better. Because also it's so hard for me, like in the middle of the night, like I'm so groggy. I'm not like most of the time going to be like willing to sit there with her for like 10 plus minutes to be trying to put her back to sleep because I'm too sleepy. So it's like, oh, come to bed. Georgia, please don't touch my ring light. But anyway, it's become a bit of a problem because it's not like it's the most comfortable thing in the world to be in 3. Also, she's not the most calm sleeper. She kicks a lot. Some nights way more than others. Some nights it's like, please stop kicking me and punching me in the face. She's got these dolls, if you're wondering, that they used to be mine. This is one of them. She has nicknamed this doll now. Well, named the doll. What's this doll's name? Doll. Oh, well, that's new. I thought this doll's name was Emma. Emma. Because you know Emma is her favorite name and her favorite cousin. Emma. Yeah, Emma. There's Emma, honey. Oh, very good. Anyway, so yeah, when we got back, she was sleeping especially bad, waking up a ton, moving a ton in bed, and you know, and we were thinking it's probably all of her brain activity because we were really noticing that her vocabulary was just starting to like explode basically. And in fact, I actually a couple days ago, Georgia, do you want to come over here and say hi to everyone? You want to come over here? Well, you have to come around, honey, to mommy. You want to come over here for a minute with your babies? Yeah, just to say hi. In her 18-month update, I had said she could say about like 6 or 7 words, right? And then by the time we left Canada, about 10. And the other day, I was thinking, you know, when I was preparing for this video, I'm actually curious to write down how many she can say. Because I was thinking like around 30. And I did a tally over the next few days. No, it's like way, way, way past what I realized. It's so funny too because you'll write them and then later they'll come to you, or she's learned words also in the last couple of days. She can speak about 85 words. So I was like blown away because I totally hadn't like really realized that she had picked up so much. So that's really the biggest the biggest change in the last 3 months has been like the vocabulary has just gone crazy and expanded like wow. It's amazing to watch. And, yeah, do you want to come over here, honey, and say hi? Here, okay, so this is Georgia. Oh, hello. Can you say hello, everybody? Baby, that's right. You want to show them your baby? Here's your baby. This is Emma. And Georgia, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Emma. I thought your name was Georgia. Oh, very good. Georgia Aurora, right? Yes. Can you say Aurora? Today, no, apparently. But Georgia, very good. That's right. Anyway, so as you can see, she still is on the my name is Emma phase here. That one is holding on for a while, but she's starting to actually realize that yes, I should say Georgia, because we'll be like, really? I thought your name was Georgia, and then sometimes she'll be like Emma, and other times, like just now, Georgia. So she has also learned some things that she shouldn't touch, and it really is quite funny. Like she'll either go up to them or like point them at them and be like, no, no, like this. I'll be like, that's right, exactly, no, no, yeah. Other times she will pick up the item that, you know, like for example, no, I'm getting ready. She picks up my hairspray and I'm like, no, no, right? And I did that enough times that she'll pick it up and look at me and go, no, no, but she's got it in her hands. No, no. That's right, no, no. And we are also potty training now, and we began at the beginning of June, so like a month and a half so far. A little bit, like I'm doing it, you know, on days where I'm at home, I don't need to run errands or whatever, but it never seems to be like a whole day because like I'll do it in the morning and then maybe, you know, it's lunchtime, so okay, you know, let's put on your diaper because after lunch you're gonna need to go have a nap. Or maybe I'll do some in the afternoon. We're not like super concerned. I don't really have like a timeline, but I figure throughout the summer we're just kind of working on potty training and, you know, seeing how it goes. Hopefully, you know, by the end of the summer she'll be pretty potty trained, but it's not a problem if she's not. Nona. No, she misses her Nona right now, her grandma, because her grandma went to the sea with her other cousins, Emma and Julia. So she's been actually kind of on a hunger strike this week, honestly. It's been very hard to get her to eat anything. She was quite upset before this video. I was wondering if I was going to actually be able to film it today. But now she had a good snack, so now she's happy. For lunch today, she pretty much mostly just ate grapes. She kind of snacked on some of the chicken and kind of potato. Okay, you want to go down? That's fine. Yeah, but no, now you don't want to go down. Where are your babies? Go get your babies. Huh. Maybe Emma's hungry. You want to feed Emma? Nah. Anyway, we'll see. We're kind of just taking it slow. And then some days she gets very upset. Hi. Some days she gets very upset too, like if she has an accident. And so I'll just stop, like, okay, it's okay. Like, I never have ever made, like, I've never made any big deal about it. If she has an accident, it's like, oh, that's okay, we'll just clean it up, right? But she herself, I think, gets very upset. Anyway, as you can see, she's still such a snuggler. And, hi. About a week ago, there was a really bad windstorm and that kicked up, and she got dust in her eyes, like so did I, just because we were trying to move the plants outside to shelter, right? Papa, yeah, he's at work. And anyway, Georgia was upset. Nana, and she was kind of crying a bit, and I was like, what's wrong, what's wrong? And for the first time ever, we were actually able to like fully have a moment where she could literally communicate to me like exactly what was wrong. And so I said, what's wrong? And she pointed at her eye and said, eye. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. That never happened before. Where like, I knew for a fact that that was the problem because she told me. All done, yeah. And so anyway, I gave her eye drops and I was able to fix her problem, which was great. Anyway, and the other thing, last thing for kind of development and skills is that she's figured out how to open the bathroom door. So now if I have it closed, like when it's just her and I at home, I will keep it open. But when my husband's home, I will close it. And she likes to come in and open it. As for likes, well, as you can see, she really has developed a like for dolls. Yeah. So this one, and she's got another one that's a bit bigger, the same doll. Yeah. Do you want to maybe face the screen, honey? Hi. You're feeling all the snuggles. Anyway, she also really loves bubbles. Can you say bubbles? Good job. Adores all kinds of bubbles, like you know, proper like toy bubbles to blow. Bubbles. Yeah, to blow the bubbles. Bubbles in the bath. Bubbles when I'm trying to wash the floor, which thank God I use a natural floor wash because she's always trying to put her hands in there. That's right, you're blowing air in my face. Good job. It's so cool because I just feel like even like her understanding of things has really like suddenly taken off, and she's becoming quite the chatterbox. Mama. Anyway, and yeah, she wants to always touch the bubbles. In fact, the laundry machine ended a little bit ago, and I opened it to take out the laundry, and she's like, bubble. She also loves the book Pete the Cat, which my mom's friend gave her when we were for a like I Love My White Shoes book when we were in Canada. Adores that book, loves Pete the Cat, and calls him Pika. And I noticed that the other day, I think it was a week ago, actually, there was the color brown that I hadn't. really worked on with her at all. Brown, that's right. I've been wearing blue, pink, red, orange, brown, yeah. And she pointed in her coloring book that she colored, yeah, a bear. Brown. And she pointed at it and said, brown, brown. I was like, yes, that's brown. So where on earth did she learn that? And then I remembered suddenly, Pete the cat stepped in a puddle of mud. What color did it turn his shoes? Brown. And we also played the song, and I went, oh my God, that's where. And it was so cool. Because sometimes words will come up where I'm thinking, oh, maybe her dad or her Nona taught her this. But then I realized that I'm also reading her. Yes, honey. You're being a bit noisy, honey. Maybe, do I need to film this later, Giorgia? Yeah, you're very chatty. And sometimes I realize, oh, but it's in the Italian book that I'm reading her too, that like, I will show her this word, right? Anyway, it's kind of cool. Like, cause we've got like holes like outside in our stairs, like on the side. It's part of like the siding of cement, and she will point to them and go buco, buco, buco. And I thought that maybe it was like her Nona or someone. Wish it could have been, but then I realized that we've also got this caterpillar book, which is basically the Italian version of a very hungry caterpillar. And there's a un bruco, which is caterpillar, and it's a book with holes, libro coi buchi. And so I was realizing it's true, like I was going through them and I'm like, okay, where's the caterpillar? Dove il bruco? And then she would point at the hole and be like, no, that's the hole, right? No, quello è il buco. Bruco, buco. And she picked it up though, and I'm like, oh man, it's really neat. Anyway, and so yeah, coloring we've started to do, but it doesn't last long at all. Like on average, it lasts like 5 minutes, and then she's like, all done. And I'm like, really? That like didn't last long at all. But Play-Doh is fun. I got her a beach Play-Doh set yesterday. Can I put you down and you play a bit? Nona. I'm not Nona though, honey. Mama. I'm Mama. That's right. Do you love Mama? Mama. Oh, I love you too. Anyway, Play-Doh was a huge hit yesterday. It occupied her for an hour, and I was like amazed because it's the first thing that's occupied her for an hour in a long time. So that's great. I'm trying to find different activities for her that will keep her entertained for longer, because otherwise all the stuff she's got around her right now, it's like, okay, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, okay, done. Anyway, and as she was doing earlier, in Giorgia, honey, do you want to go play? Play with your car. You want to play with your car? Car, yeah, your car. There. Vroom, vroom. She loves pushing an adult around, as you heard earlier in the video with her stroller. You're on your car. Yay! Car. Let's see. Car. Oh, we can't even see from here, really. It's like this pink one. That's car, Clementoni. One basically to ride in the house. Very smart. What happens to the car, honey? Okay. She got it for Christmas. Anyway. This is getting a bit crazy. I think I might need to film this later. Okay. Part 2 to come. I'll see if I can film it tonight, but this is starting to get a bit crazy. Giorgia? Hi everyone. Okay, so now at this point, this is like several days later. It's now Tuesday. Hi, honey. Mama. I am going to attempt to film this now because it's just, I've been trying to film while she's sleeping or napping and it's just not working. Bye. Bye, because I'm trying to finish the laundry and take out the garbage and things. Anyway, so it's Tuesday, July, what is it now? 19th. So, you know, she's 22 months now, but my notes are from when she's 21. And so everything is just up to a few days ago when I filmed. Anyway, so at this point, I mean, not really nothing's changed since a few days ago when I was filming. So I will see how it goes now. She's become a very chatty girl. This is part of the reason why I'm having such an issue filming this video.
Bye.
I know. Bye. So, not yet, honey. Well, you can go play. You don't have to wait.
Really?
I think what I was talking about the other day was how Georgia loves pushing her dolls around in her stroller and snuggling them, but she also loves to try and push her doll stroller off the balcony, which isn't really that great. We're always like, no, you know, your poor dolls, they're scared. You know, don't try and push them off the balcony. So, like through the railing kind of thing. But obviously the stroller doesn't fit, so it kind of just hangs there. Anyway, and this is related to the fact that she loves, Georgia, you can also go on the floor, please. Like, you don't have to stay up here, huh? You were playing a minute ago, right? Can you play for a few more minutes? Then we'll play together. She loves throwing things off the balcony. Okay, do you need your soother, honey? I'm kind of trying to also get rid of the soother, but I guess not. Not super successfully. I will hide it from her, but then if she asks for it, I'll be like, what? You don't need your soother. You're a big girl. If she starts to cry, then I give it to her. Anyway, that's about the extent of my soother weaning. Anyways, what I was getting at was, yeah, basically she loves throwing things off the balcony. Toys, clothespins especially. She loves to take my clothespins off the line and put them on her finger and then come up to her dad or I and say, ow! But as soon as we take the clothespin off, she goes and gets another one and does the same thing. It actually cracks me up. And I'm like, but if it hurts, why are you doing it? And I mean, it's not gonna hurt because like most of them, where she's got her finger, it's like in between the spot, like where it would clip, like but it's kind of funny. Are you a bit of wine? It's very hot today. 29.7 degrees in this room, and it's just ridiculous. There's nowhere safe in our entire house. It's all 28 plus degrees. And in this moment, Europe is going through a heat wave, pretty much. And yeah, so it's pretty nasty. Anyway, as for Georgia's habits, she likes to call her Nona, which is her grandma here, both Mama and Nona, which is pretty funny. She'll call down from our balcony to her. So like if I hear her saying, Mama, and she's on the balcony, I know that actually she's calling her Nona. It cracks me up. Anyway, and so Nona will correctly like, Nona! And she likes to say, do you want to sit with me then? She likes to say, Papa, Mama, Mama, Papa, Nona, on repeat, or some variation of that. And so that's quite funny. And if asked, she'll still say her name is Emma. Let's try. Hey, Georgia, what's your name? Emma! Emma is really, I thought your name was Georgia. Georgia Aurora. Aurora! Anyway, if she hears Aurora, then she'll say that, but most of the time she still considers herself Emma. And her doll is named Emma. This feels like deja vu. I might have said this before in this video. But anyway, yeah, she'll respond Aurora a few times. Yeah. And that's her middle name, of course, right? Very good. She's very hit and miss with breakfast still. She's still an extremely picky eater. The video that came out just before this one was about what my toddler eats in a day. Actually, it was over 2 days, but actually it was kind of really hilarious that those 2 days that I filmed it, she seemed to have like a really big, good appetite. But this morning she ate, and she ate cereal, so hey, that was great, I'll take it. And what we've been doing, especially since it's been hot, but it's also kind of like to encourage independent sleep, is to put her to sleep. I honey, don't do that. Can't see her face. I'll lay her next to me on our bed, and then I'll move her to a crib. This kind of started with how I was putting her to bed in Canada, because it wasn't like a chair in the guest room. So I laid on the hide-a-bed, and then I put her in her pack and play. And since at this age now, she's kind of gotten big, she doesn't really fall asleep that well anyway if I'm holding her. So the attempt is to kind of be gently teaching her to actually be able to fall asleep on her own, because she still won't. And this is huge, she finally managed, she finally started sitting in the bathtub again after the last like week and a half, I would say. And after like what, 6 months? It had been since October. So is that longer? Okay, whoa, 9 months? I'm like counting, wait, okay, since 9 months ago, for 9 months she would not sit in the bathtub. And finally, I don't know, maybe we started swimming lessons again. At first it was quite trauma also for that, but she's doing it again, and she's sits in it and is like, "Nai, nai," which I had kind of taught her saying, "It's nice, isn't it?" And so super happy about that. And she's really picked up confidence in the water, which is just awesome. So she started to really get back that trust in her bathtub again, and at the pool too. So that's really good. Anyway, yeah, so as I was mentioning, she's doing her second round of swimming lessons this year, and this course has been going generally better than the first one, which was 4 lessons where there was a lot more kids. This one, whose Commerce, is one of 3. Some days are better than others, but overall she's doing better. And I think it's actually been the thing that's helped her with the bathtub, to be honest, because nothing was getting her to sit in that bathtub. And her only interest in the TV is if I've got like YouTube on the background and she sees the other babies and toddlers and points out, "Baby!" And then she loves to help me water my plants outside. It's summertime. So I let her water the mint and the chives. That one she'll water. If I try and get her to water anything else, she won't. She'll water like the tile. Even though I tell her to water the plant. And it's often a trial to brush her teeth. She does not let me do it, like actually brush her teeth a lot of the time. So some nights she brushes them and she won't let me get near her mouth. Or she will brush them and then let me brush them after. It's hit or miss, and I mean, I don't know what really more I can do. Because sometimes, like, she will not let me get in there with her toothbrush. And other times she will. And she started to want to comb her own hair and show her preferences in her outfit and shoes, which is fun. She had this one outfit on yesterday where I was like super behind in laundry, still catching up now. And anyway, she had this one shirt that used to be her cousin Emma's, and it had like this little ribbon on here, and it drove her crazy. She kept pulling at it and crying, and I had to take it off because she would not leave it alone. And I'm like, okay, you really don't like that shirt. Anyway, and then the last thing is that I still give her 2 240 milliliter bottles a day. One when she wakes up, the other when she just, like right before she goes to bed, with whole milk. But she doesn't always drink the whole bottle, and honestly, more frequently than not recently, she has been leaving milk behind. So, but I just do 240 as a rule, because sometimes she will drink it, but other times she won't. Anyway, that's all for Giorgia's 21-month update. So anyway, I finished it a few days late, but anyway, nothing too crazy. Life just kind of got a bit in the way. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this update. Subscribe if you are new. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.